So this thing. Alright. Alrighty. Today, going to be a quick test video to see how the shakiness with the GoPro mounted to the windshield, the shakiness and the sound of the exhaust, and pretty much how everything works out with the setup that I'm using. So, I am on my way to the garage to start working on my brown car, which actually soon I hope is not known as brown car anymore, but on my way there to get things checked out because it's having a few problems lately. It was very weird. I was driving down the highway and I started to hear this sound which almost sounded like I had an axle snap. Really loud banging, smacking all around, kind of sounded like my drive shaft just completely fell from the diff. Pull over, get it checked out, can't find what it is, get back on the road, never heard it again. So, gonna take a quick check around the car and under the car and see if I can figure out what the problem is. Because there is a event Friday known as Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness is definitely something else. It's just another one of those local racetracks that does drift and drag, but the drifting is not that great. And instead of them actually using the road course or the actual racetrack, they set up a bunch of K-rails in a square in the parking lot. And they throw a couple cones out there and just kind of say, have fun. So, but it's all we have around here. That's cheap, unless you want to start doing bigger events, which is pretty much bigger squares. But occasionally they do have events on the road course, but you kind of have to have a decent amount of power to do the road course here. So, and I don't have horsepower. I just am kind of rocking a 1.6. Once I get to the garage, I'm going to get the brown car, try to see if it'll start. I don't know why. Try to see if it'll start, and if it starts, I'm gonna stick the GoPro to the hard top and see what nifty angles I can get for kind of like a good camera angle for Midnight Madness. The road that I'm on sucks, and my daily driver sucks. It's a daily. But this car, a little bit about the car I'm driving now that you saw at the beginning. This was my very first car. I had one truck before, but this is my first car. I paid way too much money for it, but it had a lot of miles, and it's really rusty. I'll go through that in another video some other day, no big deal. But the daily, it's stock, it has a VLSD, which sucks ass, and lowering springs I found at a junkyard. Pretty cool. So, this car sucks to drive around on back roads like what I live on. Doesn't like to go into second sometimes. Maybe in the future, or here sometime soon, I will do kind of like a complete look over of both of my Miatas. And just kind of walk around and just kind of show you all the mods or all the stock things I still use on it. Just some information about it, and just, you know, try to get you guys to know a little bit more about it. Oh. Alrighty, well we're here, so let's go take a look around the brown car. So this is brown car. That is the color. I'm painting it right now. So, this is what I'm working on. Oh god, tired of dealing with this thing. Haha! Sweet. Let's take this thing for a spin. Down. Hey. Your car's gonna look badass when you finish painting it. Yeah? Dude, I love that color. I do too. I want to paint my car that now. I love it. I want a truck that's two-tone like that. You need a seat over here. Yeah, I sold it at an event. Why? Kid came up to me, asked me if I wanted to sell it. I told him yeah. So how's this one running now? I'm rich. What's it got in it for a motor? 1.6. I like it. Yeah, I don't mind it. It drifts well. It's just good. Slow. Is it? It's dirty. You need to clean this thing bad. What's to clean? The metal. The door panels. The plastic. The plastic's getting dirty. God damn, Frank, this thing's low. Your truck's high. I don't see that. Alrighty, man. See you later. See you later. That was my buddy Jack and his girlfriend Rachel. Very interesting couple, but they're doing good. Alright, so first drive since the accident of the smacking noises. Oh. I haven't heard the smacking noises yet. I thought it was going to happen at one point. I heard a little bit of something, but it didn't come out like it did the other day. It's driving well so far. I feel like I need to go over and check through all of my fluids again, including tranny and diff, and flush it and redo it. Because I haven't changed the oil or the tranny fluid since I put this new engine in, which it's not a rebuilt engine, so don't think I didn't do the break-in miles. It was already rebuilt and somebody's already put miles on it, so there's no reason to change the oil right after. I'll just turn it. So there was no point to change the oil like very early from getting the engine running. And the tranny fluid, I put fluid in. I feel like I didn't put in enough. I didn't get it to come out the fill line. I need to go through those, and I also need to change diff fluid because I've been driving with the welded diff, the freshly welded diff, for about 2 weeks, but not daily driving. Just I drove it around a couple days and then driving to an event and drifting at the event. So I feel like I need to change out the diff fluid just in case if there's some metal particles in there that, even though there's not very much spinning inside the diff anymore, I still should flush that out, just in case. So, but the problem is with changing all the fluids is I don't want to do it. Sometimes, I hope people realize this, but sometimes you just get tired of working on your car. It's just, after working on it so many times a week and constantly having problems and constantly fixing things, you get tired of working on it. Even if it's just a small problem, you just don't even want to do it. You just want to just pay somebody else. So I am actually thinking about, once I get home, I jack the car up, take a look at all the bolts from the rear end, make sure nothing's messed up. I think I'm going to give a call down to my local Rapid Lube and see if popping noises. Other than that, the car is driving pretty good. I hate daily driving this and or driving it to the garage or home because both of those roads are bad because this thing is low. But I'm not talking like a stand station, slam it bro kind of slam. It's low. Ow. Mostly in the rear end. The front end I have lifted up because I like the front end to be a little bit looser when I'm drifting. But the rear end is stiff as fuck. Just, oh my god, there is a giant fucking spider in my car. Oh, ooh. Oh my god. I don't know what the fuck to do, it's on my dash. That fucker is huge. Oh. Ooh. Anyways, I'm gonna try to carry on with what I was saying and hopefully just kill it when I get home. But normally spiders don't scare me. Normally. You know, spiders are just kind of like, oh hey, you know, I'll just stay away from you, you stay away from me. Except for when it's either in my car or in my bed. Either of those things I do not like. I mostly hate them in my car more because not all the time can I just pull over and kill it. Sometimes you are on a freeway and you have to just let it happen. Ah! Oh, I got it. Oh, God. The rock driveway for the garage is so wide, I'm able to completely turn my car around without even going into the road. That is what was crawling. It started from right here, crawled all the way around, got up to there before I killed it. So, we ran into a problem. I can't find the garage key. My entire plan for my one day off is kind of ruined. I don't know what to do now. Alright, well that pretty much concludes it for today. Hopefully I can get some recordings of the event Friday if I am able to go and it doesn't get rescheduled. Hopefully I can get some clips of it. I'm gonna have the GoPro set off where I had it earlier, where it was behind me. That was the point of me putting the camera there for that small part of it, was to pretty much just see what that angle looks like from inside the car. I'm thinking that's what the angles are going to be for most of it, so I'm probably just going to stick with that. But hopefully I can get more videos out about it. So, but until then, have fun. That's all I have to say.